My name is Tia Pinson, and my topic is light.
Josh Sigorin, are you ready?
I am.
Right Club audience, one more time. Are you ready?
Yeah!
Tia Pinson, are you ready? I hear the subtext. Yes. And 3, 2, 1, go.
It was 3:40 p.m. on a Tuesday. This Tuesday, to be exact. The sun had already tucked itself away for the hours that remained. I searched for words to spin into a speech. 7 minutes is a lot of time for a person who rarely engages in conversation. For someone who agreed to share thoughts and ideas in a room full of strangers in the back room of a bar. Of course, I waited until the hours just before to sit myself down and let the message spill out of my anxiety-stricken brain. Of course, the ramblings that fell from pen to paper were exactly the things I had been searching for. Of course. I have to keep writing, fill the pages, find the words. I know it's in me. Light versus dark. Of course, the concept of this being about meat never really clicked for me. Chicken breast is a real lifesaver, though. Stop being so hard on yourself, I muttered while I struck a match to light a lavender candle to set the mood. It doesn't have to be this heavy. You are good enough as you are. This is meant to be fun, an exercise in frivolity, meant to uplift. There are so many ways this can go, so choose the one that is so eagerly pulling you in. Be okay with it and then go. Just go for it, Tia. You got this. So, I sat and listened for the Muse, and this is what she whispered. Breathe, dear. Please, keep breathing. Inhale, exhale, and relax. The Muse may very well be my best friend, or at least one. The gentle delivery of a spark that frees me from the despair and dread that aims to suffocate me. Find peace. Make peace. Be peace in a world that desperately needs it. But how does one find peace? Where does it come from? So, they say the eyes are the window to the soul. I gazed into the eyes of my reflection to see if peace was there. Inhale, exhale, and relax. A face once filled with radiance looked back at me a little pale, no longer sun-kissed from the heat of summer days, a little dull as though the winter's blanket was already woven around me. And then it happened. I found peace. In that moment, something inside of me turned on. It felt really good. A warm glow started in my chest and permeated my aura, and a smile made me look like the moon. The moon! That's my other best friend. One of them. I love the moon. I love her in all of her phases, but I love her most at her fullest. I love the way she shines through the clouds when they try to shroud her in darkness. I love the way she pours her light onto me and keeps me grounded. I love the moon in all her phases, but I love her most when she is full. I fiercely desire to glow like the moon, who may not make her own light, but she does a damn good job spreading it around the world. To shine incredibly bright, so bright that I become living glitter, always glinting and glimmering and a little annoying to some. I want to walk the earth like a north star, guiding others to find their peace, inspiring those considering leaning into the darkness and dread, to be full of passion and fire and a little gas. To fan the flame before it smolders, to dance like a disco ball, refracting splashes of fun and shimmers of joy around rooms filled with conversation and connection, to play with the rays that float onto the cheeks of my baby nephews' faces as they laugh, to nourish the garden of life with my beaming soul. I need that to bounce off of me in order to survive, or else I will shrivel up and die, wilting and shrinking like a forgotten plant in a dark corner of my apartment. Find the light, she whispers to me just as I was beginning to fade back into heaviness. Be the light. I inhale, I exhale, I relax. And my light begins to return, and I realize that if I can just keep breathing, keep believing in the magic of the muse and the moon, that the fire inside of me will never go out. When I sit in the midst of this and find peace, I can share it with another. When the heaviness shifts, it is possible to elevate, to be lighter. Your willingness to battle your demons will cause your angels to sing. August Wilson said that. Who happened to be one of the best friends of one of my actual best friend's mom. So, the next time you spend some time with your reflection, share a song with them. For me, it'll be, "This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine."